Greetings, Planeteers, and welcome to X Planet Games video channel. With me,
Sebastian Q. What?
yeah,
Sebastian Boros.
it's actually his real last name, no joke.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
And my name is Lionel Miranda, and we're best. And we're going to talk about blue today, and the blue cards from the Born of the Gods, and how they apply to EDH. So let's get to it. We're gonna start off with
the Airy Worshippers. This is a 4-mana 2/4 creature. Inspired effect. Whenever Airy Worshippers becomes untapped, you may pay 2 colorless and 1 blue. If you do, put a 2/2 blue bird enchantment creature token with flying onto the battlefield. This card's kind of meh. A 2/4. Honestly, like if this card had flying, I think it would be really good.
yeah.
The fact that it doesn't, though, makes it a lot weaker. Makes it harder to get through.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes it bad.
So without further ado, let's get to the cool card.
Yeah.
The cool card. One of these cards, you got one of these. Sorry if you came out to the pre-releases. You got one foil one, and that was the Arbiter of the Ideal. Now, it is 6 mana for 4/5 flying, which is not that great. But what saves it is, of course, the inspired mechanic. Whenever the Arbiter of the Ideal becomes untapped, reveal the top card of your library. If it's an artifact, creature, or land, you may put it onto the battlefield with a manifestation counter on it. The permanent is an enchantment in addition to its other types. So, EDH can abuse the bejesus out of this card. Like, you can really do some crazy infinite untapping combinations of stuff. It combos with Derevi, one of the new generals that came out in the commander sets. Some cards from the current sets, like... Go ahead.
Crypsis.
This set, to be exact. And Crypsis does?
It gives protection, an instant speed from your opponent's creatures, and it untaps the creature.
Yeah, there you go.
For 2 mana.
So attack, untap it. Not bad. Trigger the effect. Yeah. Another really good one is Hidden Strings. It was from Return to Ravnica. Was it Dragon Mace? Yeah. The block anyway. Dragon Mace, and it's Cipher. So what it does is it untaps, taps, and then it does it again.
And then it ciphers and does it again and again.
It's just like it's Hidden Strings is just bonkers with this card. Energy Tap. I'm going to go to the Wayback Machine here. Energy Tap is a card from Legends. Really all not that good. Believe me, when it was out, it was really not all that good. But what it does is you can tap a creature for converted mana cost in colorless mana. This guy's a 6. Tap it down. Then summon Derevi, untap it. Like that, and now you have more mana to do with what you will. It's actually pretty good. The only caveat to this card, ladies and gentlemen, is beware the enchantment wipes. You will cry tears of blood if the majority of your lands and artifacts and creatures are all there with little enchantment counters on them going, look at me, and then just dead.
I think it's also worth touching on the fact that when those things come into play, they come into play untapped, which is pretty important for lands. Yeah.
It's
not bad.
Go ahead, buddy.
So our next card is the Archetype of Imagination. So it's a 6 mana, 3/2 flyer. Creatures you control have flying, so it is a flyer. And creatures your opponents control lose flying and can't have or gain flying. So this card's kind of meh, I'd say. But
I was excited about it, and then I was like, not as excited about it.
The fact that he's an enchantment creature, it makes him vulnerable to removals and such, whereas Levitation, for example, is a 4-mana enchantment that just gives your creatures flying. But the fact that your opponent's creatures lose flying can be quite relevant, especially in EDH, when evasion can be important.
Yeah, for sure. And you know what, though? If you want evasion, get the, from Three Kingdoms or Portal? What was the general? Well, the legendary gives horsemanship to everybody. I just don't see when cards like that are available. I just don't see this card making the cut.
Exactly.
Chorus of the Tides. It is a 4-mana 3/2 flying. It's got heroic. Whenever you cast a spell that targets heroic of the tides, or chorus of the tides, I should say, scry 1.
It's also Siren. Siren's a new type, I believe. Yeah.
No, Siren's not a new type.
Yeah, it is.
No.
It was added on the types.
Was it?
I'll double check that.
I'll double check that. Anyway, this not so much. There's really no reason to have this card in.
It's pretty good limited.
It's pretty good in limited.
I found at least.
In the immortal realms of limited, yes. In the godlike realms of EDH, not so much.
All right, so this is the card we were talking about before.
Crypsis, yeah.
Crypsis is a 2-mana instant speed. Target creature you control gains protection from creatures your opponents control until end of turn, and untap it.
Yeah.
So the fact that you get to attack with something and untap it, triggering the Inspired and possibly Heroic, while giving it protection, it's not bad.
No, it's very good.
Yeah.
The Heroic mechanic's not going to be all that popular in EDH, but the untapping thing and the protective colors is very good.
Yeah.
We now go to Deepwater Hypnotist.
Sorry, that's awesome.
Deepwater Hypnotist. He looks like he got hit by the Hypnotoad. Okay, we're moving on. Inspired. Whenever the Deepwater Hypnotist becomes untapped, target creature an opponent controls gets -3, -0 until end of turn. I'm sure it's relevant in other formats, not in this one.
Yep.
In EDH, not so much. Moving on.
Divination, 3-mana sorcery. I'm sure we've seen this card many times. Draw 2 cards, some crazy flavor text, and it's a solid card.
Yeah,
Draw 2
great
cards
card.
for 3.
Yeah, that's about average.
Yeah.
The artwork is amazing.
Yeah, I love
Like,
this
I'd love
art.
to get this thing in foil, actually.
Yeah.
It looks really, really sweet. Moving on. Eternity Snare. Another really great, cool art card. 6 mana. It's an enchant creature. It's an aura. When Eternity Snare enters the battlefield, draw a card.
Cycles itself.
Not bad. Enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Not bad.
Yeah. For 6 mana, little pricey.
It's limited. I don't see that being used in EDH. So
Exactly.
there it is. Cool art, though.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Way to ruin everything.
Why'd you touch it too?
Ruiner.
All right. Evanescent Intellect. A 1-mana enchantment. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature has 1 colorless and 1 blue. Tap. Target player puts the top 3 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard. It's pretty irrelevant in most formats, I'd say.
There's better draws.
Exactly.
Plain and simple. Like, even if you do a whole tap untap thing mechanic.
If it didn't
it's
cost
not that
mana,
draws.
if it didn't cost mana,
If it was
I would
free?
consider it.
If it was free.
Like if it was
You hear that, Wizards? Produce something that does this for nothing, and I'll consider it. But you know what? It still occupies a spot in the deck, and the opportunity cost, even at for nothing, don't take it.
Yeah.
So next, we have Faded Infatuation. Another clone-like spell effect. This is, I think, really cool. What kind of pins it back is the 3 blue that it costs.
Yeah.
3 blue really makes it more of an EDH thing than anything else. Put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of target creature you control. If it's your turn, scry 2. That's, you know what?
Is this speed clone?
It's really good.
Yeah.
That's really, that's right.
Unfortunately, it's only
What he
creature you
said.
control. Unfortunately,
No, but God, come on. In the store, if you're going to build a deck, you're going to put some cool stuff in it.
Yeah.
This guy can clone some really cool stuff, and you could get pretty degenerate pretty quick if that's your cup of tea.
No more
Or what?
No more Sylvan Primordial, though.
No more Sylvan Primordial. No more Sylvan Primordial. That is gone. If you haven't heard, sorry to break your heart. It's gone. More on that later.
Flutter Step Eidolon. It's a 2-mana 1/1. You bestow for 6. Can't be blocked. And enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and can't be blocked.
Our fans in the building right now are kind of screaming for it. It's the ladies.
Yeah.
Because we all know, right?
Yeah.
Ladies love the gamers. That's right.
I see where this is going. But the fact that creature can't block, you can Voltron something in a way.
Yeah.
It's relevant.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah.
Not
All right.
bad.
So next is Foottide Serpent. Foottide Serpent is 5 mana for a 4/4. Foottide Serpent can't attack unless you return an enchantment you control to its owner's hand. Yes, if you want to penalize yourself, you can use this card. So no, we're not gonna use that card. Moving on.
All right, Kraken of the Straits. A 7-mana 6/6 creatures with power less than the number of islands you control can't block Kraken of the Straits. It's
You see my notes, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at your notes.
It's
cool art. The card's cool. Look at that.
The
It's a
art's
little boat and
amazing.
everything.
The art is absolutely amazing.
Imagine
The
that
art is
foil. Do you think the water's foil too?
I have no
Pretty
idea.
cool.
That would be if it was all foil and then the actual thing wasn't like a foily water or something like that. I don't know, but it speaks volumes of the fact we're talking about the art and not the actual card. So no.
Moving on.
Maletis Astronomer. He's a wizard. He's 2 mana, blue and 1 for a 1/3. He's heroic. Like almost all wizards are, right? Yeah. Whenever you cast a spell that targets Maletis Astronomer, look at the top 3 cards of your library. You may reveal an enchantment card from among them and put it into the your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. What card do you have that you normally play in EDH? You can target that with anything.
Yeah, exactly. In blue.
In blue. Like if I'm targeting something, it's a detriment. I'm turning it into a monkey. I'm bouncing it.
Well, you could turn into a monkey and then look at the top 3 cards.
Well, you could do that. You could do that, or you could not do that and be smart. So no, this is not.
Hey, he's a 1/3 that turns to a 3/3. Come on.
Yeah.
So Mind Reaver. It's a rare. 2 mana, 2/1. Heroic. Whenever you cast a spell that targets Mind Reaver, exile the top 3 cards of target player's library. Pay 2 mana, sacrifice Mind Reaver, counter target spell with the same name as a card exile with Mind Reaver. EDH, you only have 1/ofs. Makes it moot. Heroic,
Bah, no, not a card. Nullify, 2 mana for an instant. Counter target creature or aura spell.
Relevant.
It is relevant, but why wouldn't you just run a counter?
Exactly.
There it is.
Because that art. Because that art.
You're not limited. Yeah, you want that.
You want that spear going
that's
through.
Why you want it.
Abided going through somebody.
You want to bite it enough.
Also, the flavor is pretty long. Nyxborn Triton.
Okay, go.
3 mana, 2/3.
Boo.
Bestow. So, for 5 mana, you get a creature gets +2/+3. Irrelevant. Next.
Next. Oracle's Insight. Huh? It's like a deja vu moment there. It's 1 blue and 3. It is an aura enchant creature. Enchant creature has tap, scry, then draw a card. This is really good. Yeah. Like if you're actually planning on doing a lot of those untapped shenanigans, this is quite nice. This doesn't cost anything other than the initial cast of it. You could continue doing it if you have some sort of weird combination of stuff. So and there's umpteen of those in Magic.
Also, the art is absolutely amazing.
Stellar. I cracked it open. I was just telling Boros here. I cracked it open for singles. Of course, we can't sell anything because it's too early. Wizards. But I cracked it for singles, and the foil is just amazing. I just had to have it.
So the next card we're going to talk about is Perplexing Chimera. It's a 5 mana 3/3. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, you may exchange control of Perplexing Chimera and that spell. If you do, you may choose new targets for that spell.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's, depending on when you use it, it can be quite powerful.
Yeah. The only downside of this card is the guy that you just stole that thing gets it now.
Yeah, and now he's going to be like, okay, we'll see where this goes.
Yeah. So timing is absolutely everything in this card. I would try it out. It is just brutally hard. I'm about to what? I'm about to food chain. Taking a food chain away from the guy. I'm about to
any spell.
Just
any spell.
Hey, doesn't have to be a creature. Doesn't have to be enchantment. Just whatever. Oh, you spell when you cast it, like everything in the game. Yeah, I'm taking it.
Oh, you're gonna cast the Sylvan Primordial? I'm gonna
Which you can't.
Which you can't.
But
that would have been awesome.
That would have been awesome. Whose turn is it now? Is it me?
Yeah.
All right. Retraction Helix.
That art is awesome too.
Blue instant until the end of turn. Target creature gains. Tap. Return target non-land permanent to owner's hand. Pretty good.
Yeah, solid card and limited for sure. Yeah, it's like an unsummon.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's a bit slower. And the art is awesome.
Derevi? I know, I'm kind of harping down on Derevi a little bit, but Derevi really combines well with the new
inspiration.
Cards. Yeah.
So, Siren of the Fang Coast. It's a 5 mana 1/1 flyer, but it has a tribute of 3. So, as it enters the battlefield, an opponent of your choice may place 3 counters on it. If they don't, you gain control of target creature.
Yeah.
I found this card in limited. I felt like it was a bit overrated. In EDH though, probably won't ever happen. Who cares? Who cares about a 3/4/4 flyer?
Yeah, you can have it. Who cares? I get to keep my creature that's like flying invincible and 10/10. Yeah, you know what? You can have your 4/4.
Exactly.
Although what?
Oh no, it's a opponent of your choice. Never mind.
What's that?
No, it doesn't make sense. Go.
Okay. We go on to the Sphinx's Disciple. It is 2 blue and 3. It is a human wizard. It is a 2/2 creature. It has flying. It has Inspired. Whenever Sphinx's Disciple becomes untapped, draw a card. There's better ways to draw cards.
Yeah.
5 mana for a 2/2 that flies is not good.
Yeah.
It's really just not good. Ignore this card. I'm moving on. Now, if you have some sort of crazy wizards thing,
the fact that he's flying though kind of gives him merit.
Put comments. If you could think of a way to use that, tell me. Tell me the way. Moving on.
Stratus Walk. 2 mana enchant aura. When Stratus walks, Stratus Walk, enters the battlefield, draw a card. So it cycles itself. Enchanted creature has flying. And enchanted creature can block only creatures with flying.
Not so good.
Yeah,
No.
not so good.
Yeah, I forget about that. So moving on. Sudden Storm. Blue and 3. It's an instant. Tap and untap. Tap up to 2 target creatures. Those creatures don't untap during their collector's or controller's next untap step. And they scries for 1. The effect is...
It's pretty good for, like, it's a Frost Breath for 1 more. And lets you scry.
Yeah,
I like it.
Not enough for EDH.
Not enough for EDH.
It's not going to find a home, I don't
Exactly.
think, in an EDH
Yeah,
deck.
that's
Again,
true.
it occupies a slot. And just like, what are you going to take out for that?
Yeah, exactly.
Moving on.
Thassa's Rebuff. 2 mana instant. Counter target spell unless its controller pays X, where X is your devotion to blue. Now, this card as a counter spell would be a lot better if it wasn't devotion to blue. For blue, it's usually more difficult to build up your devotion just to have creature presence on the field, I feel like. Because most of the time when you're cloning things, you are taking their mana symbols or mana costs, so you're not going to be getting that devotion to blue.
Blue's a very takey color,
Yeah.
not a sharing color. Although it's something to be said for a 2 mana cost
Counter anything.
counter anything.
It's also
So I
1
wouldn't
blue
say it's-
colorless, too.
yeah,
which is-
I wouldn't say it's useless. It'd be tough. You could probably squeeze
Maybe
it
like
in.
the multicolors? Like the
Yeah,
black
maybe.
blue split?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so now we go over to Tromokratis.
Tromokratis.
Tromokratis. Okay, so Tromokratis is 7 mana for an 8/8. Well, that's pretty big.
He's a legendary creature.
He's also legendary. Tromokratis has hexproof unless it's attacking or blocking.
Yeah, okay.
Why? Why
Because
can't
it
just
comes,
have hexproof?
because it comes out of the water. Do you understand? The
I
whole
don't care. I like. Okay, fair enough. The theme. The theme is good. All right, I'll give you that. Tromokratis can't be blocked unless all creatures defending player controls blocks it.
If
Pretty
you want
good.
to do a blue Voltron deck, here's your general, I'd say.
Yeah. Well, can't be blocked. No, it's not even creatures you control. It's just him.
Yeah, he can't block unless he blocks with everything.
Yeah, but it's just him. I don't know. It's.
Oh, you
know
mean
what?
like if it was everyone has to
Well,
block?
that would be all right. That would be all right.
Moving on. Vortex Elemental.
Love this card.
Creature Elemental. 0/1. For 1 mana, put Vortex Elemental on each creature blocking or blocked by it on top of their owner's libraries. Then those players shuffle their libraries. For 5 mana, target creature blocks Vortex Elemental this turn if able. So this is another general tuck ability. Pretty powerful, usually in blue. Blue has a lot of good ways to get rid of generals, so you'll never see them again.
Oh no, but never. But yes,
Well,
tuck him in.
for a long time when it's in your deck.
I just like the fact that it scales up.
Yeah.
What I mean by that is for 1 blue, you get a 0/1,
Yeah.
and that guy's terrified shitless
Yeah.
about, attacking you, and you going,
Yep.
I'm going to block and sink you into this hole.
Yep.
So it buys you time. And then later game, it's amazing, because now you have 5
have to
mana,
block.
and now you have to block, and now you're down the spout hole, and sayonara. So I like this card.
Yeah, it's
I like
good.
this card. Good card. And that is it for blue.
You missed
Thank you very
Weird.
much.
What are you talking about?
I'm going to stop.
But come on, look at this.
What is
Look
it?
at this evacuation.
Okay, sorry. There's one more.
It's very important.
It is
especially
true.
pertains
Okay,
to the
you know
new
what?
legendary.
Not enough respect to this card. Fair enough. All right, Boris, go ahead.
All right, for 4 mana, sorcery speed evacuation, except for krakens, leviathans, octopi, and serpents. Should be octopi.
Octopuses. That's
Yeah,
true.
it should be.
We're not gonna make any American jokes right now.
Yeah.
We love you guys. All right, so why would you take this? I just don't understand why you would take this. You know what? You
Tribal.
take it if you have Rexiel as a general.
Boom.
Boom. Right? Sorcery speed.
Sit on that.
Sit on that. There we go. All right, so now we're done, right?
Yep.
All right, now we're done. My name's Lionel Miranda,
Sebastian Boros.
and we just finished reviewing Blue for Born of the Gods. And stay tuned. We're going to be doing another one for Black.
Best card.